Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Morning Sip with Rep Melissa. I am Rep Melissa, and this is SIP. SIP stands for Spirit in Practice, where we practice because practice makes progress. Excuse me. Mm, had a piece of piece of beet that didn't get juiced all the way. So, practice makes progress, y'all. Just got back from an exhilarating workout. Yes, you see that muscle. Oh, y'all. All right. So, usually on Tuesdays, we do a new series, and I've been sitting in what I wanted the new series to be. And as I was driving back from the gym, I decided, no, that's not what I want the new series to be. I want the new series to be what's present for me because that is where I am. And I would love to know where you are as well. Where are you in spirit? Where are you in your mind, in your body? Where are you emotionally, mentally? Where are you? So for me, I am feeling sad. I am feeling sad, a lot of sadness today, and I'll share why in a moment. And because I'm feeling sadness um, for a particular person and reason, that feeling of sadness has kind of spread to feeling sad about the current conditions in the world. And I thought to myself, what would be a a good a good focus for today's morning sip? And I decided that today's morning sip is going to focus on peace. And what we're going to do is we're going to spend some time today in the show going within and just sending out peace energy to the world. Sending peace energy to the world is what I am inviting us to do today. And that came to me because I was doing some journaling yesterday, last night, about why I was feeling sad and what it had triggered within me. So I'll share what happened yesterday. Yesterday was a regular Monday. Mondays are my Sabbath. And so my plan for Mondays is to relax, to recharge, to reset, to do some self care, just to be with me, and do whatever it is that I desire to do. And I was doing that. I was doing that. And then I got a call from one of my best friends who's one of her best friends um, called her with horrible, horrible news. And so um, my best friend called me to tell me the bad news that she had just received from her friend, who I also know. And when someone tells you really upsetting news and they are really, really, really upset, and you are feeling that as well, but in the moment, I was like, I need to hold space for her. I need to hold space for her. So let me not break down right now. Let me just take some deep breaths and hold space for her. And so that's what I did. And then as soon as we got off the phone, I decided, you know what, let me get myself together. I needed to take Davy to Fee's and Sekou's house because they're cat sitting for us again, which is lovely. And so I go upstairs, get in the bathroom, look at myself in the mirror, and burst into tears. That ever happened to you? You just look at yourself and burst into tears. So this is what happened, and why I was so triggered. So my friend's husband was on his way to work yesterday, and he was on the subway and collapsed. And a doctor was on the same subway car that he was on. And so the doctor started doing CPR on him until EMS got there. When EMS got there, they were still trying to revive him. They were still trying to revive him in the ambulance, but he had passed. I'm not sure yet of his cause of death, but clearly it was sudden because he was on the subway on his way to work. And just like that, he was gone. And I know that my girlfriend didn't think when her husband left the house to go to work that that would be the last time that she would see him alive. I know she didn't think that. None of us think that. And so what it triggered for me was a deep sadness, because I immediately go to finding my husband on the floor of the bathroom um, on January 30th, 2011. Found him in the bathroom. He was having a stroke. And I'm so grateful that I was home. It was on a Sunday. I hadn't left for work for service yet. And I thank God every day that he is well. And so it takes me there. It takes me to that place of, oh my God, I start to think about all of the things that could have happened, right? What if I had left to go to service already? Because, when someone has a stroke, time is of the essence. So all of these things are just swirling around in my mind, and I'm just crying. And I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm okay with crying, because it's just good to get it out on my body. And then I just felt really sad. I felt sad for my girlfriend. I felt sad for their daughter. I felt sad for their extended family. It's just a really sad thing that happened all of a sudden. All of a sudden. And then that kind of just spread for me, thinking about all of these events that are happening in the world, hearing something and you're like, all of a sudden we're at war again. All of a sudden this, all of a sudden that. And I just got into this place of just feeling almost like a galaxy of sadness that just kind of like enveloped me. And I just allowed myself to be there, be with it, feel it. And then it started to subside enough so that I could finish getting myself together. And our animals know, oh my goodness, do our animals know us so well? They feel our energy. Because Davy the cat, usually when I have to put him in his carrier, he runs, he hides, he does not like it. It is a event to get Davy in his cat carrier. But yesterday he was around me, as I was doing things. And then I went downstairs. He came downstairs. He just kind of like followed me around. And I said, okay, David, we're going to get in the carrier. And he just sat there. He let me pick him up. I put him in. He didn't fuss. He didn't fight. He didn't try to run. He just surrendered, got in, zipped him up, and we were on our way. So I so appreciate my Davy the cat, and I appreciate Sekou and Fee for taking care of him, because it gives me peace of mind to know that he's being taken care of when I'm traveling. And so I wanted to just spend a little time today inviting everyone to center ourselves in peace, to tap into the peace within us, and to just be in a silent meditation with me this morning, just for a few minutes. And I'll keep track of the time, just for like 3 minutes. I want to share the prayer for peace, the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi, as we go into this moment of peace. I keep thinking about the monks as well and their walk for peace, and just wondering, like, what are they doing now? Like they did this 100 and was it 108 days of walking over 2,300 miles, and things are continuing to escalate. So I just wonder, like, what their thoughts are as well. And I just like felt a register of be peace. Today is your peace day, is what one of them would say. Today is your peace day. And we get to tap in, we get to be the peace that we want to see in the world, that we get to be it, right? And we know that that's how it works, that we are that which we know is needed. We already are it. So we get to be it, radiate it, express it, embody it. We get to do that. So if you will, even if you're watching the replay, you could still do this with me now. So I invite you to just close your eyes, take a couple of deep breaths, and just center yourself within yourself. You can tap into your heart space. Just feel the warmth of love all around you, all within you. And just bring that feeling tone of peace into your vibration, into your consciousness. Just align with that frequency of peace that's always here, always available to us. So, as I read this prayer for peace, I invite you could say peace quietly as a mantra. You could say, I am peace as an affirmation. You could send peace directly to someone that you know is in need of peace right now. You could extend it to your neighborhood, your city, your state, your country, to the whole wide world. That is the invitation. So, as we take a deep breath, Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is sadness, joy. O divine Master, grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love, For it is in giving that we receive. It is in pardoning that we are pardoned. And it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. And so it is. And so let's just go within, center ourselves within, tap into that wellspring of peace and radiate it in the silence. And take a deep breath. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. And so I am knowing right here and right now that I am an instrument of Spirit's peace. I am knowing right here and right now that each one of you are an instrument of Spirit's peace. And so today, we show up as such. We show up as peace itself. We show up as peace representative. We show up in representation of peace in all of the places where we find ourselves today. We stand in and as peace. We take a pause for peace. We take a breath for peace. May everything that we see through the eyes of peace. May we listen within for peace to ground us and sustain us, to hold us and comfort us, to remind us again who we are and the power of peace that is present within us, that we get to access, that we get to give, that we get to receive. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace today. Peace towards myself, peace towards everyone that I interact with today. Make me an instrument of your peace. And may this peace ring out across the planet. May each sound that I hear of a bird chirping, of a bird's song, remind me to be peace, to be peace. May every threshold that I cross today remind me to be an instrument of peace today. May every time I look at myself in the mirror, I see peace reflecting back to me, as me. And so we are knowing today that peace is here. Peace is always here because we are peace itself. So peace and blessings, everyone. Peace and justice. May you live life in joy, connected to your yes. I love you all. I love you all. Peace and blessings.